Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and welcome to another episode of the Some Ordinary Podcast with my co-hosts Oompaville and
Hello.
Nux Taku.
Hello.
How's it going, everybody? But
Hello.
beyond just my two co-hosts, I have the infiltrator, the spy that was sent in to the Game Awards, Matan Evans. How's it going, my man?
It's going good today. I woke up early. I'm in California today, so I had to wake up at around 6 in the morning. I took my dog for a walk. Then, I came to do the podcast.
All right, yeah.
Took your dog for a walk at 6 a.m. That's a nice morning. So you're still in California even after you barged onto stage and gave the award to Bill Clinton?
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I've never left here.
I'm actually baffled that you did what you did over the Game Awards. Like, for instance, Caleb, like, you know what happened, right? Everyone here knows what he did.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I just want to ask you, like, how did this start? Like, are you in character? Is this like you, or what's going on?
It's not a character. This is just how I act generally. And, I've been doing stunts like this for a couple of years now. I think it started back in 2019. I supported the protest for Hong Kong against China, and then I stopped around 2021. Then I made my comeback by obviously talking at the Game Awards.
How'd you get on stage?
Yeah.
Like, how'd you get in the position that you just took the mic and no one thought you were odd until you started talking?
Yo, what was this Hitman level gameplay that we saw
just
here? Like, the
walked
dude
on.
straight up put on, like, yeah. How did you manage to get up onto the stage? I just want to know, like, how does this work? Like, you gotta have like a method.
It's a
man.
Mossad agent.
Definitely not a Mossad agent. It's a nasty accusation. But, before,
To be fair, that's what a Mossad agent would say, so...
about a week before the event, I started watching all of the winners of the past years of the Game Awards and deciphering how I could make sure that I would get up on the stage. And then, obviously, there was no chance for me to fail with my intelligence.
I mean, obviously your intellect and cunning stat is very high, but how did watching the previous winners get you on though? Wait,
I watched
how?
how they walked up and where the security was placed throughout the events, and just assuming that they would be placed in similar locations, I just went up.
And he just walked up. No, bro, you see, the Game Awards are, like, flooded with cringe and stuff, so he just had to play his part. He had to be cringe, and no one would think he's standing out.
You literally copied like the walk animation from the other NPCs basically at this point and snuck onto the stage. Like, what I don't understand is, like, the moment I saw you show up on stage, I was like, listen, bro, I bet you the guys who are running the TV feed, like the live feed for the streams, were like, who the fuck is that guy? What's going on there? What is actually happening? But, like, for me, I'm like, wait, how did security, like, just, because you were behind you were behind, like, the crowd for a minute. You were up on the stage. You didn't just jump on and grab the mic and scream into it. No, you were just there. Like,
Right.
I was almost like, well, I almost saw you blend in. I was like, this guy must be part of the dev team. Nobody's coming in to stop him, I guess.
So, my plan essentially was that, I had thought to go to war with Win just based off of, it winning all of the awards that night and just from a little bit of online research. I've never actually played a video game in my life just before a week ago. So, I thought it would win, so I sat about one row behind the God of War. No, not one row. Like 10 rows behind the God of War people, even though that's not where my seat was. I'm a good guy at sitting where I'm not supposed to. So I sat there, and then obviously when Elden Ring won, I just walked over to them, and I think they thought, I was with the Game Awards, and, the Game Awards thought I was with them.
Hell yeah.
But, like, you didn't have
He
a
just
badge
walked
or
right up.
anything. What the?
I guess all you really need is confidence at the end of the day.
I mean, I guess you just straight up showed that the Game Awards invested f***ing all in security. Because you just, like, I was like, you don't even have a badge. I mean, I guess to be fair, none of the other developers really had a badge. Now that I think about it, they were just known. So you just walk up behind him. So was it kind of like a gamble for you? Like, were you just sitting in the crowd? It's like, listen, I gotta run up with the God of War people if they win, or the Elden Ring people if they win, because your ass knew full well that all the other games were not winning that night.
Yeah, I was just deciding whether to sit behind the From Software team or the Santa Monica, and I just kind of decided that, the odds were probably in the favor of God of War. So I just sat behind there, but obviously they're all kind of together in, like, the somewhat of a similar area. so it didn't really matter too much, and I was still able to make my way over without any problems.
All right, so why did you feel like you wanted to attribute the game's success to your, what was it, Orthodox Reform Rabbi Bill Clinton?
Reformed Orthodox.
Yeah.
That's
I
okay.
just saw that
True.
he wasn't nominated for any of the awards at the show, let alone the big game of the year. And it was about maybe 2-3 weeks before. I don't remember exactly the date, but I saw the list of nominations. I thought it was a big evil. They didn't even invite him to sit down and have a drink over there. And I just thought that somebody needs to take a stand against the evil.
Are we talking about Bill Clinton?
No, the Game Awards.
Yeah, wait. Why did you give the award to Bill Clinton, and how is he an Orthodox rabbi?
Bill Clinton.
He's a
Yeah,
Reform
how is he a
Orthodox
rabbi?
rabbi.
The reason why it's not a contradiction is, I was about to say that a lot of people would say that it's contradictory to say Reformed and Orthodox as the same person, but he's obviously not a Jew or religious, so I would call him Reformed, but he is somewhat of an Orthodox Christian, so I think he gets both titles at that. So if we're going off of the logic that I just made up on the top, he's
Okay, so what
Reformed
about rabbi?
Orthodox. Hey, give me a moment, let me talk. Just going off of that logic and considering that a rabbi is somebody who's considered to have a lot of knowledge on Judaism and Jewish values, I would consider him also to be a rabbi by that standard, considering his profound knowledge in Christianity, which is closely related to Judaism, which is why I called him, the Reformed Orthodox rabbi that he obviously is.
So by that logic, he could have also been like a Muslim imam
Absolutely.
too, right? Like,
Without a doubt. Top G Bill Clinton.
oh my god, that is insane. So what happened with
We lost him.
He's given us the reaction channel experience.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the is going on right now.
Okay. I want to ask you about the arrest. So you got arrested after the Game Awards? They detained you?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how much I can talk about the situation, but I was definitely arrested for a little bit. But I'm obviously a minor, so they can't do much.
You're a minor. You're under the age of 18.
Yeah, I'm three and a half.
All right, yo.
Oh, so okay. So you're a trans age.
This is my first collab with a
This is what you're
lolly
giving
since the
us.
incident.
No, I was born in 2008.
I mean, that's some fine logic right there, man. I mean, I'll be
I
honest
respect
with you. You sound like I can see why. I can see like it's all kind of falling into place. So did Jeff Keighley put a hit out on you after that? Because he looked fucking angry at you, like he wanted your blood, dude. Like I'll be real, like I wanna know that. Are you safe where you're at?
Yeah, I did see after, I didn't see it in the exact moment, but we kind of grabbed his stomach. Maybe, I shut down his internal system from the fear I put into his body and everybody else who was managing the event. But I just think generally, I actually have never talked to him, and I'm sure he's actually happy with how the situation turned out. Brought a lot of viewership.
I'm sure. You
I'm
basically
sure he's
saved the Game
ecstatic.
Awards, I would say.
Yeah, to be fair, you like people who didn't watch the Game Awards just talked about that one segment, and it was funny because I remember the night I watched the whole ass Game Awards, and after the Elden Ring award came in, I just walked out of my room and left. So I actually missed the Bill Clinton shit. Like I missed it live because I came back and like people were telling me like when I uploaded my video the night of, they were like, "Oh, Bill Clinton won." I'm like, "What the?" You guys talking about? And then I looked at it, I'm like, oh, no way. Because it's almost hard to believe how somebody could break all those security guidelines and get away with it, basically. And security literally swarms you right at the end of the whole situation. It's just a wild
Matan's
thing.
the chosen one. He's going to upload uncensored on YouTube and get away with it.
Yeah, somehow. So after that incident, what have you been doing, man? Because I saw you live stream Elden Ring and shit.
Right, I started my own stream playing Elden Ring, but generally I've also become somewhat known online for some other things. I've been, debating, some other things I would consider unnecessary evil today, such as, OnlyFans creators.
You debated
Oh.
You've been
OnlyFans
debating
creators?
OnlyFans.
Oh,
Let's
Right,
go.
I've not seen the clips.
Okay.
Is that one of the reasons why the Matrix is after you?
I have not seen the clips.
Right, I tweeted yesterday that the Matrix was after me. I can't go too much into detail about that, but I've debated some. Not funny. It's extremely dangerous. I have to be extremely careful where.
Classic
stand and what I
Matrix
speak on.
W, am I right?
So wait, who have you been debating? Sorry, there's a delay between us.
He doesn't like you, Nux.
I know. I'm having fun.
I'm gonna start doing that. Fitting. I like that.
Yo, so conservative Hindu Sikh Logan Paul got into drama the other day. I don't know if you saw that, Matan.
You know, I love Logan Paul, and I actually really respect what he's been doing.
He's scamming people. All of a sudden, him hating me has become my badge of honor.
So wait, you respect our buddy Logan?
Of course, you know, I feel like, he's done somewhat of a masterpiece within the recent years, and I really respect the people who are able to do a lot of general scams and not pay for their consequences.
All right, let's go.
All right, okay, all right. I feel like in a way that's like chaotic evil. Like you almost respect that shit.
I almost do.
Yeah, it's like, hey, here's me doing degenerate shit and getting away with it, and nothing's happening. Christ. But like so okay. Going back to the OnlyFans debates, it's like what is the OnlyFans debate stuff about? Because I saw you debate this one girl. And you brought up the topic of reading books, and she wasn't able to, like, I think she couldn't name, like, 7 books or something. Like, she kept saying, God, like, what was it, Game of Thrones, the series?
Yeah, that was the main clip of the debate with the OnlyFans. And it kind of gave me a new perspective, to debate more of them as time goes on. But I think that clip alone on social media got around 50, 60 million views. My video on TikTok got 20 million. But I think a lot of people really enjoyed it because, these people aren't actually intelligent by any standards, and they need to be exposed because all they are doing is spreading shit into the world
And buttholes.
Wait, OnlyFans creators aren't intellectuals to you?
No, I think we can go off statistics. I don't want to use any anecdotal evidence, but reliable sources such as Carnegie Mellon, Western University would actually claim that, and this is using undeniable factually incorrect information, that OnlyFans is the leading contributor today in homeless depression as well as a lot of other horrible things.
Wait, OnlyFans is leading into like full-on depression. I mean, I guess you could say that for almost any addictive thing, right? Like alcohol.
Right, but a lot of people would think that maybe alcohol or drugs is, the leading contributor in homeless depression, but it's actually not true. It's OnlyFans specifically because it's shown that, OnlyFans is altering the brains of the homeless people to hate themselves and feel depressed because they are not able to afford a subscription, which is why I like to make the point that, if we can't ban it immediately, we need to put some strict government regulations on how much we can actually charge for an OnlyFans subscription. We need to make it clear so, the homeless people aren't going to be depressed and taking the dogs.
I think the next COVID vaccine should come with a ring that doesn't allow you to masturbate.
I think you'll be quiet.
What do you think?
Wait, should... You already hate it. Are you saying that we should create like subsidized OnlyFans for the poor?
A lot of people today talk on things like insulin, and if we need to actually put a government restriction on how much you can charge for medicine and insulin and other medicines such as insulin, and I think that we need to look at that in other perspectives, such as the OnlyFans subscriptions, because it's shown that, it's actually destroying the minds of the children and the homeless.
What? Wait.
This is like he makes two opposite points at the same time.
It's like I can almost see the point, but I'm like, what the fuck? This is you know what? I kind of agree actually. I feel like there needs to be some governmental oversight on how much you can charge on OnlyFans.
There needs to be more regulation, government regulation with OnlyFans. I agree.
I mean, to be
100%.
fair, OnlyFans, like I can kind of get onto you. Like if we're gonna be like charitable here, OnlyFans is kind of like some of the best OnlyFans accounts are like drug dealers in a way, or like they operate like drug pushers. Like how people have free OnlyFans. And like they're like, hey, come in for free, and then they'll give you like a titillating bikini picture, and then it's like, oh, you want to see more? Here's $10. Here's $15 for like a picture or like a set or like a video.
That would mess up anybody's mind, but think about it, how much it would mess up the mind of a homeless person who is barely able to afford dog food for themselves.
Well, how the hell is a homeless person getting the cell phone and the 5G and like all the fucking connections for it?
Obama phones, bro.
Yeah, but the Obama phone doesn't come with a fucking payment card for the OnlyFans. So
Exactly, that's why they're depressed. They're not able to pay for it.
So in a way, what if the government, what if like Biden came out tomorrow and he's like, all right, we'll give you guys $100 credit, okay, every month, like a special card. It's like the OF for the homeless card. and homeless people could just sub to anybody's OnlyFans with their card, with their like government subsidized money. Would that be okay? Would that be a healthy compromise?
I'm just saying that, for the time being, it's going to be hard to ban OnlyFans entirely. So a mediocre solution for the time being is to put government restrictions and make the maximum. And I've, actually studied this vigorously over the past 24 minutes. So I can say that after a lot of studying and knowledge, we need to put the maximum subscription number at $2 a year.
So your idea is we charge it so little that how are the OnlyFans people going to afford to feed themselves though? You're literally making them sell their
another problem
pennies.
Another problem in the world today is the homeless question, or a lot of people would call it the homeless problem. And, I think we need to find solutions to that. And technically, if everybody's homeless, we can just start doing labor without any pay, and we can build so many houses with so little, I forget the word, but so little structure to hold that everything will fall apart and we're going to live in a world with nothing left.
This guy's just Syndrome from The Incredibles. If everyone's homeless, no one is.
You know how, like, in the beginning I was questioning in the beginning, Matan, if you were actually from the state of California. But given what I've just heard in the last 5 minutes, it all
Absolutely
100% proves you're down from the state of California.
I'm definitely from California. Outside, I'm actually homeless myself. You might think that, this is my home behind me, but this is actually just a patch of grass outside of a store that I sleep behind. My mattress is on the floor over there. It's, ripped into shreds because, this homeless guy tried to steal it from me, but luckily I was able to fight back. But, everywhere around me there's homeless people. I have to get into multiple fights a day just to sustain myself.
He's in Bill Clinton's beach house.
Yeah, dude, he's living in like a blue world.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. So aside from your obvious love for the homeless and your beliefs on OnlyFans, what else drives you? Because listen, I'll be real here. I saw you break down on like Sneeko. Like I remember like there was a clip floating around where like you literally break. I have to believe this is a character. Like this is 100% like obviously.
A lot of people have seen the clip from Sneeko. I think it got around maybe 5 to 10 million views within the first day. It's Matan Even. The people were calling it Matan Even breaks character, but that actually is impossible to be true. For one, because I'm not a character. But even if I was, with my intelligence and vigorous work ethic, rigorous work ethic. And intelligence and vigorous work ethic, and my high intelligence, I would not.
And rigorous work ethic.
Hey, shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ! Fucking hell!
I do this podcast to make friends. That's why I'm here.
Hey.
Well, you're definitely making a good friend.
One of the slogans I go by that you're clearly not a fan of is, everybody talks, nobody listens. And I would actually sustain myself outside of that slogan, because I am one of the only people in the world who is able to sufficiently and effectively talk and listen at the same time. But you are clearly not able to listen at all and are on the verge of not even being able to talk respectively.
True.
Damn.
Thank you for pointing that out, Matan.
I feel like there's just some Jesus Christ. He's like
Took him like 10 seconds to gather up that spit. He had to like really dig deep to get enough phlegm in there to make it really slap.
Holy man. But like, what is next? So you've done the Game Awards, bro. You've literally shit on somebody for their reading comprehension. And now you're bullying my NFT friend. What is next for you? What are you gonna do after this? Like, what's the next big plan? Any sneak peek for us?
I have definitely a lot of things in plan. I'm actually not really able to talk about a lot of it, but I'm in connection with a lot of important people. Sadly, I guess for the time being, one of them being this guy. I wouldn't actually consider it bullying. Because if anything, I'm helping him by letting him know that, when the next guest comes on this podcast, he should learn to be like the other guy and stay quiet and not move them out too much.
Me?
Caleb, that's you. You're the other guy.
Damn, Caleb. Dude, everyone's catching bullets. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not talking bad on the other guy, because at least he knows his place. He's not, running his mouth. Like, this guy who's...
Know your place, Caleb.
I know my place.
God, Caleb, that's really on brand.
That's why Caleb doesn't speak. This is a cool podcast trio because it's basically just Muda talking, me interrupting, and Caleb looking silently at the camera.
Right, it's one guy
Wondering why I'm
constant,
here.
one guy looking into the distance, and one guy going and making noise for no reason.
Oh, so he repeated what I said. You heard that reading that comprehension right there?
It's not
I
reading
said it, and
comprehension.
he
I thought I'm
understood
able
it
to
and
listen.
regurgitated it.
Exactly, because I'm able to listen.
He's
unlike
cool.
You.
He could listen and talk
Exactly.
at the same time.
Matan, what do you think about characters like in Andrew Tate recently? What do you think about the Andrew Tate shit? Is that somebody
think
that you
it,
wanted to collaborate with, but unfortunately,
I think he's being attacked by the Matrix, similar to me, and I wish him only the best to get out of his situation, and God willing, hopefully Logan Paul won't be taken too, as you mentioned earlier. I think the Matrix wants to come after him too because he's exposing the people for how stupid they are.
well, okay. So I wanna ask this thing because I've been hearing about the Matrix for like the last week, 2 weeks. What is the Matrix? Explain it in like current terms. Like, how's the Matrix attacking? Because I've never seen the Matrix. Maybe I'm like too
Right.
blue
Try to
pilled. I don't
simplify
know.
it just a bit because we have this other guy in the talk today. But essentially, it's the people who actually control everything, and they're under the scenes, and a lot of people will ignorantly and unknowledgeably say, it's not real. You're just making it up to avoid your crimes. I see a lot of people say that Tate is actually attempting to avoid his crimes by blaming it on the Matrix. And, I can only say that's not true because I've actually spoken and killed multiple Matrix members myself.
So you didn't explain what the Matrix is.
Yeah, you
just
just said you
Thank
killed
you.
a bunch. What do the agents look like? What the? Wait, now I want to know. Who'd you kill?
Did they have families?
Yeah.
No, exactly. It's these people who have been taken out of, any social interaction. All they're doing all day is sitting there planning how to control the people. And obviously it's working. You have the United States right now, which is actually not being run by Biden, the Democrats, the Republicans, the Libertarians. It's actually being run by the Rothschild, George Soros, and the Bombal family. The Bombal family actually goes back to the Roman Empire where they've been running the banks and the dog breeding markets for, thousands of years at this point.
The Bombas?
The Bambal, B-A-M-B-A-L-S, the Bambal's family has actually been running the dog breeding market in specific for thousands of years at this point. And a lot of people would say, what is the dog breeding market? These people are breeding dogs and then training them to be self-sufficient geniuses. And, the average dog within the Matrix, it's not funny. Listen, we're being controlled right now. We are being watched right now.
I am so controlled.
You might not be personally controlled as you have the free will, but you don't have the actual opportunities because of the Matrix.
A lot of you don't know this, but Caesar was actually Julius Caesar's title. His actual name was Julius Bumbo, dog trainer extraordinaire.
It's funny.
I cannot believe you redlined into the conspiracy shit that fucking hard. Jesus
Just
Christ.
completely went the other way.
We slapped that shit into fucking third gear and went in. Christ.
We need to listen straight and look closely on the Bumbal's evil.
Listen, I just think when it comes to the whole Matrix, I really do just feel that it's like and people prepping themselves for, like, when Andrew Tate tells me, like, or tells everyone the Matrix is out to get you, it's almost like preparing your audience to, like, not, accept, like, just to accept the fact that if bad things are going to happen to me, it's not because I'm a bad person or I fucked up.
Exactly, that's the point I made, but I would disagree with that because you cannot just always blame, let's say a lot of people are convicted and found guilty of crimes they didn't commit. But essentially what it is these people being found guilty and convicted of crimes they didn't commit, but it's when they obviously didn't commit them. Tate has actually said before that he's never actually, touched a female in his life, and he tries to stay away from that.
I believe that.
As he's actually very religious. So the fact that some people would claim that he's a sex trafficker, is just so far off and unbelievable.
I mean, but he ran like the whole webcamming empire, and like the actual methodology that they mention is like the lover boy method. So him like attracting people, or I guess Tristan Tate or whatever too, bringing people overseas, and then like I guess allegedly coercing them in. Like he doesn't have to touch a female to do that. Like he doesn't.
When I hear Andrew Tate and stuff talking about the Matrix, I often think he refers to it more as like society implementing their own agendas into things, like, you know, the way the school system is set up, and that it's very expensive and it's difficult, and once you actually get your degree and you get to a certain point, you're $200,000-$300,000 in debt, and you're forced to live that life. And how are you ever going to actually achieve?
You made a good point. You just worded it extremely wrong because you're unable to talk efficiently. But you know, the school system is extremely corrupt. The school system is extremely corrupt today. You know, they're not teaching us the things we need to know. They're not teaching us about taxes. They're not teaching us about cryptos. They're not teaching us about Logan Paul. They're not teaching us about the NFT market and how it's fluctuating.
They're not teaching us how to become pimps like Logan Paul.
Yeah, is that the biggest
Like
problem in the
agitate.
school system? So if you ran the school system, what would be like your subjects be? Like, will you teach us English, math, science, social studies, all that shit nowadays? What would the Matan high school
Curriculum.
school curriculum be? Yeah.
You know, for one, obviously, I think we need to get rid of a couple unnecessary classes. For one, we should never have to take any language classes such as, you know, Spanish or French. You know, we need to implement a one language over the world, which should obviously be English. So, you know, for one, that would solve the problem. And then if any country is not willing to start only teaching English, we will just start a war with them, which will solve one of the biggest
Yeah,
problems.
North Korea is going to love that.
Yeah.
Hey, when I'm talking, you quiet. To finish what I was saying, we also need to get rid of other classes such as, you know, history, social studies. And the main reason for that is because, you know, people want to learn about it, to learn how to be better and learn from history's mistakes. But I actually disagree because I think it encourages the people and shows the power that some have had. So I think we need to stop learning about history, go to school maybe up until kindergarten. You will learn simple adding and subtracting. Once you get to 1st to 12th, you know, as it is here in California, you know, you have the 1st grade to 12th grade, you will have maybe 5 or 6 classes a day. You will have the crypto, you will have the NFT, you will have the stock.
Why would you need a crypto?
I know exactly what the school system should be. You should pay $50 to get a degree in affiliate marketing, where they teach you. They put you in a
Absolutely.
Discord server.
100%, you didn't let me finish. Crypto, stock, NFT, and then, you know, the next class is just a mix-up of all of it. And I would call it the lose money class. It's going to show you all of the best online e-commerce methods to lose money.
Oh, so
And how
what
to
is the-
trick people into losing money that way where you actually make money. That's
What
the
is-
course.
I
No,
think we
no,
need
it's
to
you
have
strictly
everybody lose.
losing money.
Yes.
So
Because if
nobody
everyone
wins.
lose, no one does.
Exactly.
It's the
You know, one
syndrome
guy is
mindset.
losing money because he's falling for the affiliate marketing, and he actually gets such a low percentage that he's unable to pay for his bills, which is essentially making him go out of pocket, which is continuing to make him lose money. And then, you know, we will have the actual guy who owns the affiliate marketing make such a small amount because of the government regulations we have put on it that he will also go homeless. And as I said again, everybody's homeless, the structure falls down, and the matrix with it.
Cool. Anyway, so I think that your faith and love into Logan Paul is a little misguided, because you said you liked him because he could scam people and get away with it, but he technically didn't get away with it.
You know, I don't care about Coffee Zillow. I think that's his name. I haven't actually really watched him or saw any of his videos on Logan. I just didn't care enough to do it. But, you know, he definitely has got away with it unless he faces any legal repercussions. You know, if anything, just from what I heard you guys saying, if anything, you know, it will actually be Coffee facing legal repercussions.
Well, Coffee, technically, his channel grew by, like, I don't know, 50%. Like, he really did very well with this entire thing. If
Okay, I
anything,
just
that's
looked up
a
on
huge
Google,
W
and it
for Team
actually
Coffee.
it actually says that Logan Paul has a net worth of $2.5 billion. And, you know, I would say that, you know, that's
It
500.
doesn't say
What?
that. It doesn't say that.
It does say that.
That
Go
could be
look it up.
bad for coffee, though.
Exactly. You
Doesn't
know,
say
Logan
that.
Paul, with his $2.5 billion, will be able to bankrupt Coffee. You know, and essentially what's going to happen is he's not going to get away from the bankrupt. He's gonna have to give up his channel to Logan, which Logan will hopefully effectively run as another scam.
Logan will take his gold play button and he's gonna show it off to everyone.
I feel like we have like a Fox. I feel like this is the Fox News hours for me. I like it, dude. Amazing.
You know, I just want to ask, you know, Muda today. I know it's a little off topic, but you know, one of my friends here actually, you know, you're his idol. Is it cool if I get him on the phone? He just wants to say something real quick.
Okay. Sure.
Get him on the podcast.
I cannot believe
Let's
he
bring him
wants
on.
a crypto NFT class, dude.
Yo, if only we could have official crypto college courses. That would be huge.
I can't wait for the community guideline strike on our podcast channel.
Oh
when
god,
the
this
George
video is not
Soros
making it out
gets in.
alive.
You know, you're on
Hey.
with my friend now. He just wants to say something real quick to all of you.
I'm gonna break your face into a million pieces, you understand?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'm getting threatened. On
That's a big fan right there. Big fan. Let's go. That's the biggest
Dude,
Muda fan.
Dude, that's one of my fans on Twitter, dude. Oh shit!
And someone
I
just saw
like
Muda tweet the R word.
it. Yeah, that's the guy who quote tweeted. I like it, dude.
Thank you, Matan. Very cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what he was going to say. I just told him I was going to be talking to you today. And, you know, he actually said that you inspired him to start fights in the streets.
Why? Wait,
I don't know.
how did I inspire him to get into street fights?
I think it's because your video beat Andrew Tate so bloody. That's
Yeah,
the
I think
lesson
that's
he
why.
learned
It's
from it.
one of
I
those
cannot
things when
even-
you have the knowledge.
I think
of,
that
you know,
was
like
it,
a
yeah.
rabid dog. Stay quiet.
Thank you, Matan, for confirming that is why.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, I stunlocked the poor guy. Oh, he killed a Matrix!
I think I kind of agree with Matan though on Logan Paul. Like I think he did get away with it, to be honest, because he's right. There ain't no legal repercussions. The guy did get away.
He's a genius.
Well,
Yeah.
he
And
I
took a
think he needs to
huge
be
brand
respected
hit,
for
and
that.
he didn't really make any money off this. As far as we know, he didn't really make any money off this whole venture, and he took a massive hit. In my mind, that's a huge L.
Right, but whether or not he actually paid, you know, the consequences socially and to the people of the online community who are generally not too smart or important, such as yourself, you know, he has not faced any legal repercussions. So I would say it is a general win for him, and he will have the opportunities in the future to continue to scam the people, which I highly respect.
Oh, hell yeah. So what was the win? Where did he win in this scenario? Was it money? Because he didn't make any money off it. Was it clout? Because he didn't get more famous because of it. So where was the win, Matan?
Well, you know, objectively, he's being more talked about today. You know, whether you want to say all publicity is good or not, you know, he is being talked about more today. You know, his recent video is, I think, already getting a couple million views on YouTube, which is very good. And this will actually propel him. into
All of his videos do that.
Yeah, maybe talk after the lesson. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm not even gonna finish. You missed the opportunity to listen to Genius.
That's a win! Let's go! The Matrix takes another W.
I think it's a lot to really. I think if you're gonna ever evoke a win, it's just like there's no actual like legal punishment is the thing, right? Like even the people that have been like ass blasted in the past, like Sam Pepper and all these people, they've never ever faced like the law stop them. You know what I mean? Like they just moved on with their life. And then even if you get social repercussions, it's like what? You just start a new channel somewhere else. Like Sam Pepper has been effectively noted. Like he's been shit on all over YouTube. There's not a YouTuber that doesn't know Sam Pepper's history. Yet he's on TikTok entertaining a brand new set of audiences. Dude, even EDP445, who like literally got ass blasted off YouTube, came back to TikTok and granted, the comment sections still remind him, but he's still able to have some form of a sizable audience. What the f*** is that hat? Oh, the Kanye. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, he's
Yeah,
got a
Jesus.
Kanye West hat.
Jesus. That.
Are you a Kanye fan? You a Ye fan?
Yeah, you know, I actually met him the other day, and you know, I'm in contact, but I can't talk too much about it.
The same way Logan's worth $2.5 billion, he's in contact with Yi.
Go look at my Twitter. I took a photo with him the other day. This private basketball court.
Wait, did you? Hold on. I can't even
Well,
actually confirm this, to be honest with you. I don't know. On your,
You
on
have
your
a Twitter?
Yeah, he does. He has a Twitter.
Guy talks all
My
day.
time.
Never listens. He never learns. All shit.
I try not to.
You ever been to Chili's, Matan?
Hey, keep quiet.
Damn, you're just straight bullying everyone. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I saw you with the Yi over here.
Exactly.
Yeah, how the f*** are you getting around and doing all this shit? Jesus Christ, you're like in this circle, like with Sneeko, Kanye. What the hell?
Poor guy.
You know, geniuses like being surrounded by geniuses.
I was thinking something similar.
And your parents are cool with you hanging out with like Kanye and like rating the Game Awards and shit. Like you're 3.5. I'm sure that your parents can't just like let you leave the house like that. That's almost childlike, neglect.
In dog years, he's 21.
Very close.
ahead.
Regardless, to answer your question, you know, I do live on the streets. As you can see here, you know, I'm actually I have nothing with me, no food, no water, just this
How has nobody stolen
they
your
give me.
computer setup?
Because I fight them. They try to take it every day. They're not able to do it.
Why do you think he killed 4 Matrix members?
Yeah, that's true. So wait, hold on. If you're a genius, why are you stuck homeless is the question. You said geniuses hang out with other
I
geniuses.
said I want
so why
everybody
are
to be
you?
homeless.
Why have you not managed?
I'm letting myself do it too.
Oh, so this is like a principled stance for you. You want to be on the streets
100%.
because you believe everyone.
If I didn't want to be homeless, obviously, I could have, at this point, ran some NFT scam. Could have made a lot of money, but I just like being homeless. And
I feel like that would be so brand for your character.
I'm definitely considering it, and I won't even take the money for myself. I'll just donate it to.
To what charity?
What
what
charity would you
charity?
donate it to?
Kanye.
You're gonna do. Kanye doesn't need a charity. Kanye's a
Kanye
rich
needs
guy.
the money. True.
Kanye is fine. Wouldn't that go against your orthodox? He's doing.
He's gone. He's gone. According to Kanye, Bill might be some Orthodox reform rabbi, though. So who knows?
Yeah, actually, I don't think the Kanye charity would accept it. Oompa's so confused today. Like, what the?
Oompa gets out of traffic and he has to deal with Matan.
Yeah, I was not
Like-
expecting this. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
He just killed another Matrix member.
It's you.
Is he-
He's pretending it's you.
Oh, he's pretending it's me. That's how he trains. He's gonna put NFT cutouts on his punching bags.
honestly, if you did an NFT scam, it would be so on brand for his character. Like, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be
You
like,
see,
shit.
this is Matan wouldn't be able to get canceled because he'd own it. He'd say, "Yeah, I scammed you. You're stupid," and he
Yeah.
would be totally fine.
Yeah, to be
Logan's trying to
fair.
keep the moral high ground, so he's gonna lose.
He's not trying to keep the moral high ground. It's just that he needs to stay at some sort of level to keep people like you interested.
No.
like me.
But I mean, we're just saying, like, if you did an NFT scam, if you scam people out of money, what would you say if they tried to cancel you? Like, what would be the thing? Like, wow,
That
Matan,
would
you're
just
such a
prove it's a
bad
massive
person for
success.
scamming.
I've been very busy recently, so I haven't had the time to do it. But definitely in the future, I'm definitely thinking of dropping a massive rug pool and claiming a lot of things with very fluctuating legal
Things.
liabilities.
Well, I'm glad that you've like publicly said this, so at least people know that there's a rug pull ready to happen.
100%.
Look,
Jesus
for
Christ.
Matan's audience, investing in his crypto is like subscribing to his Patreon. It's the
Matan,
same thing.
I want to ask you, what do you think about the people that get rug pulled? Do you think do you even feel bad for them, or do you think they're just like,
I believe they deserve it.
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. It's like, no sympathy.
Do they
no
deserve it because they're
sympathy.
of lesser intelligence, like me?
Yeah.
Isn't it
Well,
similar
I
to
wouldn't
the
actually,
homeless
say
and the
that people
OnlyFans
deserve
logic?
it.
Whoa, Matan, silence! Caleb was talking. Caleb, continue.
Don't do my joke on me.
Wouldn't you say it's similar to the homeless and OnlyFans logic?
I didn't actually hear anything right now. So just to finish what I was saying a moment ago,
Matan, who was flexing his ability to talk and listen, didn't hear what Caleb said. Wow.
I don't think my mic's working, guys.
No, I think, Caleb, you brought up a good point. Let's, instead of the spitting here, let's let my friend from Texas, Caleb, can you bring the parallel again here real quick? Between
Wouldn't you
Yeah,
say
that's a good
that the homeless people just deserve it?
yes, but I want everybody to be homeless. So
So have you
Yeah, but
ever
you-
Makes
invested
sense.
in a known rug pull? Like, did you invest in any of the cryptocurrencies that you knew would be scams?
no, back in the day when crypto was doing a really big, and there was a lot of, I think people call it shit coins. I wouldn't actually invest myself. I didn't want to make any money, so I would just go to people I knew personally and get them to invest in the worst coins possible, so I could take satisfaction in their losses.
So you would unironically go up to people that you knew and then give them false financial information.
Exactly. Especially, it's even better if you know the person personally, because then you get to see the outcome. As it happens live. One guy actually he went from living in a house, and now he lives in a smaller house.
Matan, why are you admitting to giving false financial information that could keep you liable?
It's okay. He's 3.5 years old. No one's gonna prosecute.
That's true.
I wasn't giving them things. Again, I like to stay fluctuating with legal liabilities. I would just tell them, yeah, this is the best coin. You need to invest in it. Sell your house. Take out a loan, and then when they would do it, I would be very excited because I would continue pushing them onwards until it crashed, and I would tell them to keep it until it basically eat nothing.
Okay. And that was because you wanted them to become homeless and join you in your religious tirade.
What are you talking about? Be quiet.
You are a wild character. Jesus Christ. I feel like there's a lot of
I think I'm just the only real person today.
You are definitely a real person. You are definitely the embodiment of what the worst social media characteristics can make. Honestly, it reminds me of like a South Park bit or like in Filthy Frank or some shit, where you just know, like you just like this is the kind, like I feel like if you took the mask off of most influencers involved with crypto shit, you would find a Matan and you would find like you behind it. You would be like the person behind
Exactly,
that
I'm
mask.
just the only one with enough, confidence in myself and my beliefs that I'm willing to speak about them publicly. Maybe I would say that I would run a rug pull and that would scare off some people who don't want to lose their money, but all of the people ready to lose will be investing in it.
Yo, Matan, you ever heard of jelking?
What about pilking?
What the fuck is pilking?
It's like jelking, but a little more specific.
What? Do you have a book for it too?
I kind of invented it myself.
Oh, okay. So this is like an Oompaville exclusive creation. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, can you describe it in an advertiser friendly context, given the new YouTube regulations?
Yeah, so imagine like a Go-Gurt, like a tube of Go-Gurt.
Okay.
And then you take the Go-Gurt and then you squeeze all the Go-Gurt into the tip of the Go-Gurt. And then the tip of the Go-Gurt gets big and red and swollen and it looks like a strawberry.
I think you need to see a doctor, bro.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I mean, Matan brought up pilking, so maybe he needs to see a doctor.
Maybe he does indeed. But it's wild to like see, like you're really owning this character. You're really owning who you are after the whole like Game Awards like situation going on. How many like shows debating with or arguing or talking to Sneeko, debating, arguing, whatever, and crapping on like the reading comprehensions of individuals, coming and fighting against the fucking Matrix of all things. I will say throughout this entire thing, and I feel like there's been some points where like we all jumped in and tried to like catch you on like on a technicality or make you break character or like what is the word I'm looking for
Blatantly contradict his points.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's impressive that throughout this entire situation you've pretty much like stayed consistent,
Of course, if I was playing a character, which again, I'm not, and I just want
You're
to say,
not?
I'm not for one, and don't make any actual, cemented claims. We're gonna be hearing from the lawyers, especially if you're the one guy in the bottom.
Oh shit.
The lawyers. The homeless ones that he's hiring with gummy bears.
Yeah. Are the lawyers homeless? That's true.
Everybody will be homeless soon enough, but I think just mainly the reason I'm able to stay so consistent on my views and have such a quick response time to all things being said to me is again for one because of my comprehension tool, talk and listen at the same time. That I think only a couple people in the world hold today, but also because I've trained myself in many ways, for one, to talk very efficiently. A lot of people think this accent is fake, but it's not. I've just been I've been training this for a while now. Some people would ask, how do you train an accent? We'll actually go over to maybe a store, somebody selling food. I say, hey, just over and over and over, and I'll talk so well that
What accent is that?
Israeli.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna outright say it. I just want
It's an Israeli accent. He stands here, he goes to talk to people with food. He goes, hey, food, give me now. I am Matan, Bill Clinton's son-in-law.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Yeah.
beyond all of it, it's like I have to imagine, bro. You look like I feel like you're an actor. Like I feel like you have to be somebody. I don't even think you're underage. I don't even think you're under the age of 18, Matan. To be honest with you, I don't think you're actually 3 or whatever age you claim.
A lot of people claim
Damn.
that I'm 15
Figured it out yourself?
and that I was born in 2007, but that's actually not true. I'm actually, 3.5 and born in 2008.
I mean that math totally makes complete actual logical sense.
I feel like that's
entirely.
TikTok comedy.
Yeah.
That's like people on TikTok out there slapping their knee like, damn, son, the math does not check out.
Maybe that's like his understanding of like social media like platforms. Like on YouTube, you have to kind of be a normal human being. On TikTok, you can just like literally drool onto the microphone and people will laugh. All right, you'll find an audience there somehow.
You know, it's funny. We have a lot of guests on this show, and I don't find myself wondering, like, where is this person going to be in 5 years? I never really think that. I can always kind of estimate. I wonder where Matan's going to be in 5 years.
I'm gonna be running the world.
Aside from, hopefully not jail.
You're gonna
hopefully
run
not
the world?
homeless either.
Yeah, but
So
like,
what's your bet? Let's put it down our bets now. They can come back to here in 5 years. Music career? Still in the same character? Or canceled?
You know, again, I'm unable to be cancelled, but I actually have a very nice.
Okay, not
singing
canceled.
voice.
Banned from all the platforms.
I cannot be banned. I'm very smart with what I say and how I say it. And, you know, obviously, with the Matrix coming after me, I'm gonna have to stop them. So in 5 years, I think I'm gonna be leading the world as the man who shut down the Matrix.
Can you give us one example of how the Matrix came after you?
yeah, give us one solid example here.
No.
I don't think he can speak on that.
Despite his fast response time, we have left him baffled and drooling.
You didn't leave anything. I just told you I'm not answering. I'm not in the mood to listen to either of the two people on the bottom.
Who has the,
No,
the
that's why we
Nintendo
asked
dog in
you.
the background?
We asked you because we wanted to listen to you, bro.
I hear like a Nintendo dog or something in the background.
You have a dog? You keep your dog? Wait, you're homeless? You got a computer set up and you got a dog there, bro? Come on.
No, I have the dog right here with me. I'm talking to him on the phone. I'm doing a FaceTime with the dog right now.
He just looked up dog barking.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to TikTok comedy with Mossad agent Matan Even.
You want to try to insult this comedy that's not even funny. It would only be comedy if I was joking, which I'm obviously not. But you know, if I was, I would be one of the
course not.
greatest comedians to ever live, and a lot better than somebody who has one joke. Hey, TikTok, TikTok. That's about all you can say. What's going on? Your brain have a problem?
How many times have you mentioned the Matrix in this podcast?
Right, but it's not a joke, and you guys are the ones asking me the questions. I'm the one being interviewed. So, and especially considering I don't run a podcast, you, who is consistently a host on this, should be able to talk and know how to ask questions the correct way and make it interesting. If it wasn't for me today, I think honestly, you know, the Riverside, which we were filming this on, would have shut this down anyways, just because of how bad it is.
Probably. But the funny thing is, we've been asking you questions.
Go ahead.
We've been asking you questions,
I've
but
been
you just kind of
answering.
ignore them when they're too difficult for you.
No, but you haven't answered us how the Matrix has attacked you. You got to give us one consistent example of how the agents.
Right, but I can't answer you. It's not allowed.
Yeah, but
Who
you just
didn't
killed
allow
their
you to?
agents. Now you're scared of talking about them. You just killed like
It's not
four
about,
of them.
it's not about being
You
scared
killed
of
one on the show.
It's not about being scared of talking about them. It's just that I know the steps I have to take in what orders. You know, killing the ones who come after me comes before exposing their actions.
Okay, so who's not allowing you to talk? Is it the Matrix?
Yeah, is it Agent Smith?
So you're actually obeying the Matrix by not talking about it then?
No, I'm just not being stupid because if I don't go in the exact order, my plan won't go as quickly and fluidly.
I think you're obeying them, bro. I think you're letting the Matrix win, Matan. Come on now.
Yeah, this man.
The only way to free yourself is to burn them to the ground, which you have the opportunity to do. I think you might be an agent of the Matrix, to be honest. I think you might be Agent Smith.
He's a plant.
Yeah.
See, this is coherent, intelligent comedy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matan.
See, he's not. You're not actually answering that, bro.
It's not comedy. I told you, hey, it's not comedy. I'm on a FaceTime with a dog right now, and it would be rude if I started talking to him in a language he doesn't speak. So get your act together.
I feel like
But I
we.
thought, wait,
I feel
shouldn't
like
all the
we
dogs
stuck-
just speak English?
True.
But that's not the
Yeah,
world
wait,
we live
that's
in. That's
true.
what I
Shouldn't
want
the
to
dogs
happen,
also-
but they don't.
So be the change you want to see in the world, Matan. Don't just
not how-
fold to the Matrix.
That's
Talk
not
to your
how it-
dogs in English.
That's a very ignorant statement because it's not directly how it works. If I go to the store right now
No.
and put $1 donation in for the St. Jude's Hospital, it's not actually going to make a direct change. All it's going to do is lose me another $1, which would actually be very sufficient because I'm attempting to lose money as the days goes on. But I would rather lose that money in a way that will negatively affect somebody instead of helping somebody survive.
No, but here's the thing with the Matrix.
Huh.
We spent like the last 10 minutes talking about how you want to fight off the Matrix and be the change and like bring some spark and difference. But at this point, like by the end of this, I feel like you're literally just an agent of them. You're like a cover for these guys. I feel like that's the answer you're not giving us. You're trying to
And he's
avoid
hiding
it.
under the table to avoid it.
Yeah, like the AI here is like, I think we tripped it. It's like, Oopie, what are you thinking?
He's like, oh my god, did they call me a Matrix?
Oopie, being from Texas, being from like the tinfoil hat state, do you believe that our guest here is in fact an agent of the Matrix?
To be clear, I'm not from Texas, but I live in Texas currently. I believe he is an agent of the Matrix. I think this is a red herring.
It's
Provided
right here.
directly by the Matrix
Let me
themselves.
tell you something real quick. Don't try to accuse me of red herring fallacies. Let me tell you one thing. You are a fallacy yourself, which denies you the ability to call out fallacy. So don't do it.
Yeah, Oompa, your mustache is a fallacy.
Yeah, bro.
Hey. You need to take the glasses off for the next time.
Yo, isn't Bill Clinton like the pinnacle, the paradigm of Matrix?
Really?
He is
That's
the
the
Matrix.
first time I'm hearing about that. Wait, what? What?
He is the Matrix.
He's the ultimate Matrix guy. Like, he was in all the pictures with Epstein and everything.
Besides me, he's the one fighting against it the best.
He was fighting against it the best? In
Bill
what way?
Clinton is?
Besides me, yes.
Besides you. So what's Bill Clinton been doing to fight the Matrix?
Wait, you know,
Yeah,
you're saying
we're
that
getting
he's
head
part
in
of
the Oval
You're the
Office?
guest, so we're asking you.
Okay, so you're saying that he's part of the Matrix because a lot of people would say that he was in close relations with people who are part of the Matrix, such as Jeffrey Epstein. But that's actually not true because he's never met him or heard of him. You know, I've actually had people who talk to Bill and, you know, he actually said that he's never heard of that guy.
Aha. He hasn't heard of that guy the same way Logan Paul's worth $2.5 billion. The
look it up,
same way
hey.
you play basketball with Kanye West.
Go look at the picture. Your friend over
Which
here has a brain.
picture?
He's able to write on the keyboard.
Wait, which picture? There's clearly one with him.
Exactly.
You were just destroyed, Muda.
I guess I was. What is he like? What is he throwing the chair away?
It's funny. I could see why kids would enjoy watching Matan. He's
I'm
energetic.
very.
He's funny. He thinks he's cool. It's all the things the kids
I
love.
don't understand why anybody would enjoy watching you. Doesn't.
I wasn't talking to you, Matan. I was talking to Muda.
I love it when we have
How it
like
works.
a guest that's like, you know, like they're not like they're just their own character and we have to witness it all together. Sometimes I feel like
This is the
what
best
happens.
podcast. I love this so much. This is the highlight of the week every week.
I feel like we're witnessing what could be all of us making our own video in like unison, like we're all just brainstorming something in our head. I feel like Oompi, after Nikocado, you need to have like a day with Matan. You need to fight off the Matrix with him.
Me?
I want to fight off the Matrix with Matan. I want to join him and
good.
fight off the Matrix. I mean, I firmly believe you still are an agent of the Matrix. Like you're literally the embodiment of the Matrix, trying to like fool me. But
Okay, let me try to disprove that. If I was an agent of the Matrix, give me a second.
Look how
have
quick
you
his
actually
response time
have
is.
you watched the Matrix, Matan?
Okay, how about this? If I was an
Are you
agent,
red pilled or blue pilled, Matan?
hey,
Yeah, go ahead.
if I was an agent of the Matrix,
He's going to Yahoo Answers.
how would I have this picture on my phone?
Oh
That's
my
true.
God!
No,
He's been
you-
right all along.
You would have it. That's like that. You would, if you were an agent of the Matrix, you would have a picture of the chief enemy of the Matrix, Andrew Tate, on it as a reference.
He's not the chief enemy. You just wanna. It doesn't
Who's
add
the
up.
chief
Why would
enemy?
why would I be allowed to look at his face? Maybe he will consume me if I was part of the Matrix and turn against the Matrix. So there you go.
How? Okay, but how? Who is the chief
There you
enemy of
go.
the Matrix then? We got to be real careful here. Hold on. Who's the chief enemy of the Matrix?
All of the people born on May 1st.
Yeah, you looked up my birthday. God damn it. So I'm gonna
What day
die
was
to
I
the
born
Matrix.
on?
I don't know. I don't really
May
care
1st,
about you
brother.
to look up your face.
He's afraid that if he looks at your face, you might control him.
That's true. It's a wild thing, but I gotta ask you before like we kind of wind things down. Have you actually watched the Matrix movie?
No. However, actually, back in the day when the recent one came out, I actually incited a protest legal outside of the movie theater.
Legal.
Wait. You started a protest on the new Matrix movie? I agree with you. That new movie sucked ass. The new Matrix was garbage. But like, you had a whole protest about it? Why the f did you watch the new one if you didn't watch the old one? Hold on a
With
minute.
me, one of my friends, another couple, homeless
proof?
guy. We ordered the pizza.
Was that you or your friend?
This is before he was homeless next.
Oh. Yeah, I listen with my forehead too, buddy. We're literally on the same wavelength.
Don't compliment yourself with that.
Well, I love how like
Oh, I wasn't.
I love how like Matan clearly describes like the average person who's quoting the Matrix these days. Because I feel like if you sat down anybody that was like saying the Matrix is out to get you, and you asked them have you ever even watched the movie, I would pretty much assume that it would be a resounding no. Because nobody actually like nowadays even understands what the Matrix was really even about. You know, it wasn't just about Agent Smith hunting you down through a world. Like,
Listen,
at the end of the day, it's a wild world indeed.
Listen, we need to stop the people from watching movies and television and playing video games, and we need to stop the problems running the world today, such as the Matrix and other things. You know, yesterday, the Matrix actually got in my dreams, which caused me to have extreme sleep paralysis.
Who was
Oh,
the
the
hag
Matrix
in your
kid.
dream? Did you have a character standing over you at night?
I can't talk about it.
Dude,
Fair.
how are you gonna stand up to the motherfucking Matrix and not talk about it every time it?
I'm going to talk about
You
it.
gotta
It's not
stand
today.
up to it, brother.
I
You
can't-
have to fight the system.
He has a system. First, he has to take the correct steps in the correct order. Okay?
Hey, listen, you think you're funny because you know how to do an Israeli accent.
Yes.
You know what Neo did in the movie? He fought the Matrix. He took the red pill. It sounds like you're taking the blue pills to stand in and just be in line. Like you're going for it. You're not actually fighting this great enemy that you're mentioning. That's the problem.
Let me show you something.
It's like the Matrix gave me sleep paralysis. Now I have to stand up to now I have to like cave into it.
Am I able to share my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. I'm
Press share.
scared, but press share. Yeah.
Let me
Next
show you
to
something
the
really
leave
quick.
button.
I warn you though, Riverside is an agent of the Matrix though, so I'd be careful.
Yeah, you might not be able to show us a picture of Tate.
Regardless, you cannot deny what I've been saying after that.
I absolutely cannot. Oompi, do you want to
Exactly. See,
take
you
us
are
out of
open
this?
to
Do you
listen.
wanna-
You are a smart guy. You are intelligent. And then I don't know about the other guy.
I
with
would
the
not
head on.
say that
Doesn't-
I'm intelligent, but thank you, Matan.
He kind of
The
just
Guy
sits
with the
there,
hat on and the mustache.
Then
The guy with the what?
guy with the head on. You. I don't really know you too much. I guess you kind of just sit there and take a percentage of these podcasts. You know what? Actually, I kind of respect that you're scamming the other guy.
I've actually never been paid for this.
I respect it a
Caleb's the
lot.
only one not getting paid for this
I'm
podcast.
literally the only one not getting paid.
Then I take it back. I respect the other guy for
I got
scamming
one
and
out of
wasting your
Jesus.
time.
Let's go! My dad respects me. It's a
I
dub.
like
Ooh.
this.
Hey,
We
not you.
Love
really,
that.
really do have
Not
a
you.
wild
Thank
character.
you, Matan. I appreciate it. Tazan,
Even your own friends.
Well,
spam your
absolute
face.
legend over here.
This has been a wild hour with you, Jesus Christ. But you know what, Oompi, I brought us in. Do you want to take us out of the Matrix here? Do you want to give us the old red pill, brother?
Yeah, sure, why not? Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Some Ordinary Podcast with Matan. Matan, do you have anything you'd like to say? Are you doing the dog translating thing again? Or are you communicating with animals?
No, I
going
just
Dr.
don't want to
Dolittle on
let
us?
you speak, so I just tried to make noise while you were talking.
Oh, you made noise
Well, joke's
after I
on
was
you, because
talking.
Caleb could
Yeah,
speak
you're
and
on-
listen at the
yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay, show me the license.
All right.
Wait,
Oh, I don't
what?
have, well, yeah, there's.
Show him the long gun. This is the license.
The talk listen license. I want to see it. See it.
Let's go.
It pulled out a random card.
No, I didn't. It's my license, brother.
Okay, show me your
the
driver's
inside
license.
track club.
Show me your driver's license.
Dox yourself. Give him your credit
Yeah, come
card
on,
number.
dude.
What's your mom's maiden name, Caleb?
Yeah, dude. What are the last three numbers on the back of your card?
No, I don't want his credit card again. I don't want to take any money. Just show me the driver's license, and I'm gonna do some research and see if you're lying about having the card. Not the driver's license.
The horny badge. Of course, you would have a fucking Chili's card.
Of course he does.
Yeah, of course. He wasn't just being a memer. He actually is a fucking Chili's lover.
I like chilies. Pretty good.
Well, just for that, I'm gonna Gonna have some chilies later today. Just in honor of you.
All right, Matan, it's been nice talking to you, man. I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
To anybody who wants to break out of the Matrix, follow me on the platforms. I stream every day on Twitch, breaking new grounds. And, I hope, everybody here has a mediocre day besides, obviously, the one guy. I hope, he goes to sleep today, he has nightmares. He wakes up, the blanket's on the floor. His house is on fire. They're doing rocks in the windows.
Man.
And, his life goes to ruin.
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's episode of the podcast, we're going to cut it now. Hopefully, this doesn't get age restricted, policy stricken. And we do edit this, Matan, so that'll actually be removed, that whole, interruption.
It's not going to be removed. We're going to make it a soundbite.
That's horrible.
All right, we are out.